Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Achingo Pio and here is Daktari Owen. Daktari, say hi.
Hi.
Hi guys. So today I want to talk about something that I know may have been discussed a number of times, but mine is coming in a different way, in a very unique way. And yes, stay tuned because I bring to you content that you will never find anywhere else. Educative, informative, and very beautiful. So guys, before I go on, I'm gonna ask this guy to leave the stage because today is just my own content.
I'm going to tell you that my brother is going to cook at school today.
Oh, okay. So Daktari is telling me he wants to tell you something before he goes, and yes, I know you want to hear him. So tell them.
Viewers, my brother is going to cook today at school.
Your sister.
My sister, yes.
Yes. So he's saying his sister is going to cook at school, CBC. Waliambiwa wapeleke kuku. So ni kuku mliambiwa mpeleke? Nini? Oh, waliambiwa wapeleke yam, right? By the way, guys, if you know where I can get yams, because I don't know if there's yam in where I am, but if you know where I can get yams, put it down here on the comments so that I can go and buy some for my daughter because she has to take some to school for her practicals, for her neck practicals. Otherwise, this guy has to go. He has to leave because now Daktari say bye to the viewers and then
Bye.
nah, see you, doc. So guys, now that he has left, I have to talk about something very important. I've scribbled just a few things here that I know I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about relationships. Right? We've all been into a relationship, one or another. You've been into a relationship with your friend, with your brother, with your sister, as in some way you're related. Yes, but there's this relationship that comes with all the vitucos, all the happiness, all the sadness, all in one, right? Because when you meet someone, you're so happy that you don't even think that tomorrow will happen, but tomorrow happens. And when tomorrow happens, you're like, I didn't see this coming for sure, because whoever sees tomorrow coming? No one. We just know that tomorrow will come, but we have no idea the way it's going to come, okay? So what happens is that we have to get into relationships at some point. But before you get into a relationship, be it with a man or with a lady, there are several things to look at. And there are several things that you just want to ensure that you confirm before you get into a relationship. Of course, most of the times we go in without even thinking that these things will be of importance at some point. So I scribbled a few points here, and I just wanted to tell the ladies that are watching here that before you get into a relationship with someone, with a guy, you got to know the guy. One of the things that are one of the hardest things to do is knowing who a guy is. My goodness, you could have lived with someone for 10 years and there's this single thing that you don't know about them. And when you wake up to realize that this guy is this person, you'll tell yourself that I didn't know. And that's the reality. There are those things that you will never know about a man or a woman, about someone that you live with in the house. Okay, so you get into a relationship. There are those relationships that are really rushed. There are relationships that stay, so you're like, let me get to know the guy better. You take your time, and then 1 year imelapse, 2 years imelapse, and then the third year unashtuka tu, I'm marrying someone else. So even knowing someone else does not depend on the duration of time. I don't think it does. For me, knowing someone else is just deciding to know the basics about the person. What do they like? What don't they like? how do they like to do it, when, where, and how can I blend that specific thing that they like doing. How can I come in, how can I fit, and how can we become one and know one another, then do what goes well for us. Another thing that one has to know is, when you're going to start dating someone, don't allow them to take you to private places. Okay? This is a very hard decision to make. But if you want to start dating someone, don't allow them to take you to. So guys, as I was saying, don't accept to be, as a lady, don't accept to be taken into private places. Meet in a public place, in a public restaurant, in a big restaurant where you're able to see other people around. And as a guy, don't accept to go into a lady's house, because to be honest, it is very complicated that you walk yourself to a lady's house, because people are cunning, right? You never know. Maybe the lady is dating, but she's just tired of her date, so she wants to move on, but then anything can happen. So going into a lady's house is a no, and going into a private house, maybe for the first, or for the first, second, or a third date, is a no. I mean, if you want to take this far. And then the next thing that I would like to tell you is, if the guy is not willing to take you to his place, then ask yourself several questions. Okay? That is a red flag. Any guy who has spotted you and wants you in his life would either take you to his place or to a public place. Okay, so if a guy tells you, sijui nini, uwezi kuja, just start telling yourself that red flags have started being created. And yeah, so you look forward and start making other plans, just so that you don't fall into a ditch that is simply super hard to come out of. Okay, investigate him as a lady, or as a woman, or as a man. Investigate one another. Know her friends. Know his friends. Know his family. Listen, guys, I have a story that I need to tell you. I know someone who is very, I don't know whether to say famous. Okay, but look, someone lives in the city. He has a wife. He has children. But the lady has never stepped into the guy's home. No house, no nothing. I mean, for the past like 20 years since the lady knew the guy. So one day when the lady decided to just investigate a bit about the man works, I don't know if he works, but he keeps saying he's going for workshops. So 2 weeks away, 2 weeks, 2 weeks away, 2 weeks home. So, okay, you know what happens? The 2 weeks that he's away, he's taking care of his family back home. So what does that tell you? The guy has a family home and the guy has a family here. Someone here is calm, is happy, I have a husband, I have children, but are you really his husband? So know him. You could be the side chick. Okay, when the lady found out that there's someone else, she was very furious, like, oh, you're cheating on me. Like, but the guy said, you either leave or leave. Okay, because there's no other option. You found her, she is going nowhere. If you want to leave, fine. We umewestiwa 20 years, you're leaving, ukienda wapi? You've been wasted for 20 good years. Ujui familia ya mtu, ujui familia ya marafiki zake. You don't know his brothers, you don't know his sisters. The only thing you know is his drunkard friends. As in wale marafiki yo enda nao kurave. Au tu ndio unajua. You got to know someone well. Investigate someone. His parents alive? Are they dead? You know? Does he have uncles, aunties? What village does he come from? If you want to know his tribe, is up to you, because everyone knows what they're looking for in a man. Okay, so if you want to know if he has a tribe or something, is up to you. Does he have a house in the village? And I'm just wondering, for the past 20 years, kwani we hata hukuwahi enda kwao? Hakuna mtu aliwahi kufa huko ukasikia familia amekufa so that we can go to the funeral together? Ama when there's a funeral, he just goes alone? I don't understand. But for the sake of these kinds of lies, to avoid them, we have to investigate someone. A lady has to investigate and a man has to investigate. And when we are going to get into a relationship, then we have to be very ready for what we are getting into. Well, a relationship or a marriage is not a bed of roses, but we have to always try to make it what we want it to be. So, being that you have invested a lot, you have invested your time, you have invested your emotions, you have invested yourself as a person, you already even have children here, there is nowhere to go to. Well, there could be somewhere to go to because you have your decisions to make. There could be a million pieces of advice, but in the end, you have to make your own decision. You have to decide, are you gonna go? Are you gonna leave? What is already wasted in you? What is already invested? It's not all that bad. But you, for the sake of getting to walk out of these lies, and for the sake of you not ending up being broken into pieces, then you just have to talk about such things. You have just to investigate such things, and you have just to know them. Otherwise, guys, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, this is the perfect opportunity. Please consider doing so, because you are not ready to miss out on this amazing content. I welcome you all to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe for our amazing content to come. Bye, and thank you for watching.